I heard my brother-in-law pray a prayer for his daughter when she just gotten married, and the night she was going to move into her husband's house, because in Nigeria, if you're from Nigeria where I'm from, you probably know the tradition. You have the wedding, and then the woman goes back to her family, goes back home.
I remember that.
Yeah. So do they do it when you in your part of the country?
Yeah.
Okay.
Similar.
So the woman, I think it's even the Jews do it. You go back home, and then in the night, the women of the house, excluding the mother of the bride, take the new bride to the husband's house. That's how. Is
that when they wash their feet and stuff?
Well, some people wash the feet. Yeah, some people do that.
In my part of the country, they do that.
Yeah. So we were that was the night we were going to take my niece to my sister's daughter, my niece to her husband's house. And I remember my brother-in-law praying for her before we left the house. And he prayed this prayer that I just thought, I have never heard anybody pray that prayer before, but it's just so profound, so powerful, so relevant. He said, may you never have appetite for something your husband cannot afford. And I thought, wow, that is such a good prayer to pray for your daughter, because men can be put under pressure by their wives, trying to keep up with the Joneses. I'm gonna be miserable because I don't have a BM. My friends have BMs, right?
But what if she has the money to buy a BM?
Oh, if she has the money to buy the BM, then by all means she should buy the BM. But what I'm saying is, having an appetite for something your husband cannot afford just because you see others with it.
I've always struggled with this husband affording things for their wife. I've always struggled, and I think it will remain with me. That's how God has made me. Why is it that the focus is on what the husband can buy for the wife?
Because the husband is the primary provider of the home. That's where that thought comes from.
Yeah, but in today's world where the husband is working and the wife is working, why can't she buy a car she wants if she can afford it?
Of course she can. Nobody is saying she can't. Of course she can. But the point is, you ask the question, where does that thing come from of if the husband can afford it? Because the husband is the primary provider for the home. That's where that question comes from.
I think there are things that they have to do together that would imply, what each party, or that would demand, the understanding of what each party bring to the table in terms of finances. But if every lady should be built up to that level, every daughter should be built up to that level where if she wants a car, she can afford a car.
But what if she can't? Because life doesn't work like that, does it? I know we're kind of moving away from the point.
No, it's just because I challenge a lot of all this business traditional thinking, because if she works and he works, if she wants to buy a BMW, then she can afford it.
But what if she can't afford it?
Then she should buy something nice.
That's the point we're making.
Yeah. My point is she shouldn't even have to depend on the man to get her the car.
There's nothing wrong with her depending on the man, honey. There's nothing wrong with her depending on the man, because the man is the primary provider for the home. That is the point. So if she is in a position where she can afford it, by all means, she should buy it. But if she's not in a position to afford it, she should please be able to say, honey, I want this.
I say,
Are you saying that's wrong?
No, it's not wrong.
Okay.
However, I think, again, this conversation can go anywhere. From the look of it, they can only afford one car. That's what it looks like to me, right?
No, let's not even, I think we're mixing things up now. Let's not go, let's not take it too broad. It's a very simple thing. Let's make it narrow, right? So this is a situation where the wife can't afford something. It could be a car, it could be a holiday, it could be anything. And she's saying, honey, I want this holiday. I want to go to Paris on holiday. I want to
by herself.
No, but not by herself. I want us to go on holiday.
Okay.
Of course, it's not by herself. I want us to go on holiday to Paris, or if it's for her, I want to go to the spa. I can't afford to go to the spa. I can't afford to pay for it, honey. I want you to buy.
I'll massage you at home.
No, that's a wrong attitude to have. Honestly, it's a wrong attitude, and it's passing on the wrong message. The man should be happy to provide for his family.
Yes. No. So, me saying this does not mean I'm saying that.
So what are you saying?
What I'm saying is the two of them should contribute.
Okay, we keep saying should. Let's not do should. We said we painted a very specific scenario. She can't afford it. So what if she can't afford it?
I think this is one of those psychological questions. What does she want to get that she can't afford? Because most purchases should be a mutual purchase, something that benefits the family. Buying a house, buying a car. If she wants to buy a luxury that she can't afford, she should not put pressure on the husband.
That's my contentment. That's where we started from.
I just struggle with this thing of the woman overly dependent.
It's not overly dependent. The fact that I'm saying, honey, buy me a luxurious car, or honey, I want to go to Paris for my holiday, for my birthday. That's not being overly dependent. That's me saying, this is what I want. I can't afford it. I want you to buy it for me. Is that being overly dependent? In what situation then is a woman allowed to ask her husband for stuff?
I'm actually thinking, should there be?
Please,
should there be?
She should never ask for anything.
I'll buy you gifts, I'll treat you, but you work.
I think I've spoiled you.
But you work.
I've spoiled you. That's what it is. That is the problem here. I've spoiled my husband because I don't ask you for things. Because I'm not a materialistic person at all. I don't. In fact, when you buy me, let me finish. When you buy me designer things, I'm like, okay, thank you. It doesn't mean anything to me whether it's designer or not. I've spoiled you.
How should it be?
I should be able to ask you for things.
Like what?
Anything I want.
I would just tell you I don't have the money for it.
What if you do have the money for it?
Because money, you got to be prudent with money. You can't just ask me, buy me a bag.
But you still
have to. No, I'm not going to buy you a bag.
But you still have to live. We have to be prudent, but we still have to live. We still have to enjoy our lives.
Yeah.
So if I say for my 50th birthday, in fact, my 60th birthday is coming, I want a cruise. And I'm going to tell you the kind of cruise I want.
Yeah.
And I'll watch you tell you that you're not going to do it.
You want a cruise for how many people?
Well, everybody. We're not going to pay for everybody, but in that scenario, for instance, okay, that's a typical scenario.
I'll be more than happy to pay for.
So don't I have the right to say, honey, for my 60th birthday, I want the family to go on a cruise to so and so.
Yeah. So that's because I can afford it. Right?
There are two things here, honey. Let's not mix the two. So one is this contentment thing we're just talking about, where you should be content with what you have as a family and not put your husband under undue pressure.
Yeah.
Don't have an appetite for something they can't afford. That is settled.
Okay.
That is one thing. But the other thing you're raising now is, even when he can afford it, why should she ask?
Yeah, when she's got money.
But what if she doesn't have money?
Keep saying, unless she doesn't want to spend her money.
No, but what if she can't afford it on her own?
So if she can't afford it on her own, she should be reluctant to ask him.
No, she shouldn't be. Come on, we're
Seriously,
one. No, but we're one, aren't we? So I know that you've got the money, and I can't afford it. Why shouldn't I be able to ask you?
Just for luxury.
Yes. See what Brian up. Are you listening to this conversation?
No, but Brian, what do you think?
You are still going back to the contentment, because the woman should. So far, the man said, "No, I can't." Then,
but what if she does? He can.
If I don't want to give it,
no.
He shouldn't say no to his wife.
Under no circumstance.
No, it's possible. Oh my God.
Really?
That means she's putting pressure on.
Yeah.
Okay, the question I want to ask then is, why is he saying no?
Because he has planned for that money.
What is the plan?
That's not your business.
No, it's my business. It's my
That's
business.
not your business.
It's my business because the relationship is between two of us.
Yeah.
So we should have a conversation about it.
Because the danger of having a conversation with it is the woman is going to win. I don't want to have that conversation.
That's not right.
They will win.
Yes, definitely.
They will win
But-
because they won't stop.
But this. Oh my God! I'm in trouble here today.
You're own. No.
Oh my God!
She works. If she's a
Only
fool,
you keep saying she works. I keep saying, what if she can't afford it?
no, if she can't afford it, she should live within what she can afford.
So now we're dividing our money. Your
No.
money is your money, and my money is my money.
No.
Yes, that's what you're saying.
No, don't ignore everything we've talked about. You treat your woman, you take her out, you buy her stuff. So as long as
But she shouldn't ask.
no, that's putting pressure. That's
No, that's not putting pressure. Come on. That's not putting pressure. I mean, you can say, honey, not this time because we're saving the money for the house or we're doing this. But don't just say no to your spouse. I wouldn't be happy.
no.
I wouldn't be happy if I asked you for something and you just say to me no.
Husband will
When I
say,
know you can afford it.
no husband will say no. So he will probably say, oh, I'm sorry, I've got a plan with the money.
What's the plan? Should I not know the plan?
I'm saving for the kids' college.
Okay. If you're saving for the kids' college, it would be unreasonable for the woman to insist the money we're saving for the kids' college, I want to use it to go on a holiday. It would be unreasonable. That is different.
Some would.
No, but that's different. But on a general level, as a general principle, please, the man should be happy if the woman is asking him to get stuff for her and he can afford it. He should not hesitate to spend money on his wife when he can afford it. The problem with the problem would be where he can't afford it, which is where the pressure comes in. There's no pressure if you can afford it, for goodness sake.
Who is defining the affordability?
The affordability is you've got the money and you can spend it on what it is.
I've got the money, but I want to spend it on
something. But don't forget,
else.
okay, in a healthy relationship, right? We already have our plans. We have a vision, right? So we've been communicating.
Yeah.
We know what we're working towards.
Yeah.
If we're working towards buying a home, for example, we're both already in on that. So this is not something that's just going to come from the blue, right? So she already knows that. So she knows you're saving for money for to buy a house, and then she's coming with some expensive venture like a big cruise, then that's unreasonable. But if it's something else, I mean, it's relative, isn't it? We can be here all day trying to decipher what is reasonable, what is not reasonable. But if it's reasonable, as a general principle, the man should not say no to his wife just because he can say no, and she should go and do it with her own money, and if she doesn't have the money, then she should do without. I don't advocate that at all. And like I said, I've spoiled you. I'm going to be asking for things now.
You probably know what the answer will be.
You will tell me no?
Yeah.
You know you can't tell me no.
Okay.
You can't tell me no. I can't even believe
Like,
it.
what would you even ask me?
Now you're afraid. Now you're afraid. You've put yourself in it. I'm going to be asking for things. I'm going to be asking for things. I think I've let you off too easily.
Okay.
I've been too easy on you. But we'll go back to the conversation.
Why? Under what circumstance, when the wife is a high earner, the husband is a high earner, she's asking him? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay, I'll tell you, even because you keep going back to that. So let me address that. Even if she's a high earner and the husband is a high earner, there is something that it does to a woman. Trust me. And if you're a woman watching this, please put your comment in the chat. We want to hear from you. There is something it does to a woman when her man gets her stuff.
Oh yeah.
Even when she can afford it.
And he's going to do that. We've talked about that.
But you keep going back to the question, why is she asking when she can afford it? So I'm
so-
telling you the reason.
So okay, so we've talked about our relationship, so you don't have a habit of asking me stuff, but have I not been getting you stuff?
Did I say you've not been getting
Exactly. It got to a point that you said I should not even get you more of a certain thing because you haven't got storage for it.
That's fine.
So a man who does that,
That's
what
fine.
else?
That's
Is-
fine, honey. But if she wants something particular, that maybe it has never occurred to him.
Exactly. Honey, this is what I want for my birthday, right?
It will not be a birthday. It doesn't have to be a birthday.
Okay.
It doesn't have to
She
be.
just wants to spend money she doesn't have. Somebody else's money.
Oh, honey, you keep saying doesn't have. Are you deliberately ignoring the fact that I've said several times we're dealing with a scenario where he can afford it. So it's not money he doesn't have.
I know when he can afford it.
Mhm.
All of a sudden, she's been well treated by the husband, buying her a gift and all of that, and now all of a sudden I want this car.
But why not? It doesn't, there's nothing wrong with it. It just means now she has a desire for something that it has never occurred to him on his own to give her. And there's nothing wrong with that for her to ask.
I'm sure there's some truth in it.
There's nothing wrong with it. Honestly, there's nothing wrong
I'm
with
sure
it.
the majority of men will just see a lot of sense in what I'm saying, because
That she should buy it for herself.
yeah,
And if she can't afford it, then do without.
yeah.
No, that's wrong.
No, because the way you're saying
now
do without, you're basically suggesting poverty. But this woman is not poor.
Do without, whether it's poverty or luxury, basically do without.
Yeah.
Now what you're saying is my money is my money, your money is your money.
No.
Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's not what I'm saying.
Of course, that's what you're saying.
No.
Because you're saying if you can afford it, get it. If you cannot afford it, don't get it. Even if I can afford it. Already there's this you, me then. Your money is your money. You can't afford it, do without. My money is my money. I can afford it, but I don't want you to have it, do without. No.
So let's say in a case where the couple have a physical joint account, where is this demand coming from?
A physical joint account?
Yeah. Where is the demand coming from?
Well,
so
you
got a common pool. The money goes there. So where is the demand coming from?
What do you mean the demand? The person asking?
Yeah, so the wife is not asking, buy me a car. From where?
From the joint account, because listen, that's a good thing to do, because the fact that it's a physical joint account does not mean either party should just be able to go in there and take the money and do whatever they want with it.
Yeah, but one can just lay demand.
Not demand, it's a request. Nobody talks about demand ever. It's a request. Can I have? So if it's a physical account, it doesn't matter, to be honest, whether it's a physical joint account or not. If it's a physical joint account, it will be easier for one party to go in there and just take the money and do whatever they want with it. But that would be wrong, right? That people get into trouble. All of a sudden you wake up, the joint account has been cleared. But physical or no physical joint account, our account is joint. And I want something. There's nothing wrong with me expressing that desire. If there's a real reason why you feel not the right time, I don't think it's a good idea, then express it to me. Let's have a conversation about it. But the whole idea of, in principle, the woman should never ask.
No.
That's what you're saying.
No.
Of course, that's what you said.
No.
You said, why should she ask?
No, have you not asked me to get you some stuff before?
I don't ask often. I can't remember what I asked for. I can't.
That iPad in front of you asked for it.
No. So this was, you asked me what I wanted for my birthday.
Uh-huh.
And I said, I want an iPad. That's different. That's not me just saying I want this or I want that, But anyway, that is an interesting conversation. I'm exhausted.